Hello, everyone. Today is November 3rd, 2025, and we have an uptick Monday. We have a small win, $42 for today. Was expecting more from the market today, but it looks like it's on a downtrend a little bit, except for techs, of course. But we're on pace, and it's another green day, and good to start off the month like this. Now, remember, it doesn't always happen like that. Mostly everyone is red. I lost over $1,600 in the first 4 months of the year under better market conditions. Uh, Today, in the past 90 days, it's gotten better for me, and I've been making an average of $36 per month. So make sure you get training and advice. Our P&L today started out very well. We made $11 off a quick trade timing. We got lucky in the timing, and then we made $42 by being patient and disciplined. So for the month, we just started. We're up $42. We took two trades. Both are green, an average of $21. So win-win. And we hope to see that the rest of the month. These were our two trades. THAR, it was a lucky trade. Timing, only 10 shares. And then MSPR, which was moving up. We timed it, we waited, and we jumped in with 2,000 shares and made $31. Could have been a lot more, but hey, I didn't record the THAR trade, but this is where I was looking at. Right around before $5, I was looking at it, and then it started to move up, and I just jumped in with 10 shares very quickly. Came in at 591 and then exited at 705, the top of that green candle. And we had a winner on just 10 shares. I mean, that's huge, over dollar 10 on 10 shares. So that was pretty good. I'm sorry I didn't jump in with higher. Eventually, you can see there that it sold off. So uh, there was no more THAR, no more thunder from THAR. And I'm showing you this because I was still thinking that maybe at the open it would pick up, and I drew a trend line there. And but I had already made my $11.40, and like I said, it was timing. I had just jumped on about 6:10, 6:11, and around 6:15, the stock started to move. I jumped over to it, watched it, liked what I saw in regards to volume, and jumped in. Made my $11. If you like our videos, please like and subscribe. The like is absolutely free and it helps the channel out. So I continue to watch this because I thought there's going to be an opportunity here. But it did have news, but it's probably in I don't know what happened here, to tell you the truth, to be honest with you. Because the SPY Nvidia were moving up. The market looked like it was poised for good gains and I was expecting a good and actually a good day today. I was expecting the market to balloon and begin its bullish cycle. Um, but for small caps, we only had a few that were moving, and there was money to be made. MSPR was one. PHIO also had a little bit, and I know some folks made some money earlier on LGCL, but that was at 4 a.m. Eastern, and at 4 a.m. Eastern, it's 1 a.m. my time. I'm asleep. Um, we had a big change in Thinkorswim. They're now not rounding off the numbers, as you can see in the active trader window. They're publishing the whole numbers there. That's why you see numbers like in the thousands. I had seen the announcement, but it took me off guard when I saw it. I said, "Wow, this is a heavily traded stock," and I actually like this better. I like the number in the thousands. It's a lot more clear, a lot more transparent, I think, for traders. which is a good thing. I thought I wasn't going to like it, but it's a good thing. So what I was looking for here was a reversal off of BWAP and up. I thought, traders are gonna take it down at the start and then eventually kick it back up. Speaking of trading, earlier in the morning, I looked up Weevil and I was arranging the desktop client to my liking and everything, and tried to sign up for an account. And then I realized that they require a facial recognition, which is from a little company in Europe and Brazil. So you got a foreign little company taking a picture of your face, uh, recording your basically your facial biometrics, and they're going to have access. And we know even large companies have a hard time keeping our privacy already. And you can imagine if your facial biometrics get compromised, get hacked, and they have access to it. No, thank you, Weeble. So I wrote him a note that says, "Cancel my application." You know, I'm not up for that. I'm glad to share any documents you want and upload them, but not my face. Sorry. So if they have access to your facial recognition, they could unlock your phone. Nah, 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 nah. I guess you could keep your eyes closed when they take the video. At least they won't recognize your iris. I think it's a good thing, and maybe in the future, once companies have really locked down access to the point where we don't see any hacking or any leaks, which will be a long day in time. When pigs fly, right? I worked in IT for decades, decades, and let me tell you, IT people do not safeguard your data, especially the more technical ones. What they do is they walk away thinking that their processes are so good that nobody's gonna break them. Well, guess what? That's why you hear so many companies getting hacked and leaks, is because of the IT people and the bosses aren't keen to this information. It's crazy. I used to take vacations from this company, and every time I took a vacation, it was like I get called up and says, "Oh, this system's down and that's down, and a bunch of users are down." And I say, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I took the cable with me." Of course, you know, I lived more than 60 miles away, so that wasn't true. But it goes to show you. And this didn't only happen once, it happened many times over many decades. So I know what I'm talking about. But I digress. Anyway, back to this. So here, it's obvious that it's not going to pick up. I'm giving it a little bit of a chance, and I'm not eager to jump in, even though I'm holding the mouse on the buy bid. How many? I was thinking 170 shares would have been good right off at the start if it was gonna go up another buck or so, and that was my thought. But once it fell under VWAP, it was like quite dangerous. And you can see down below on the zero lag MACD, I've got a line there, and that's what it's got to hit. But because there wasn't anything else really moving, I was thinking maybe I'll just take a small win here, 10, 15 cents. And this is what happens. You get impatient. You just made a little bit of money, $11, tiny win. And then you get impatient because nothing's moving. And you get this FOMO, so you want to jump in. And over the past 2 weeks, I'm learning how to dominate that FOMO to the point where I'm not going to jump in and blindly. That's not my objective. My objective is not to lose money. And when you come on and you're a beginner and you come on here, you are so eager to make money that those green bars seduce you into jumping in like it's a sweet move up, and then it doesn't happen. So once you learn the indicators and you get better at it and reading the stocks, you're gonna sit back and you say, "This is not for me." And to tell you the truth, I was close to right here saying, "You know what? That's my day. I'm gonna recap on $11. It's a green day, the start of the month, and move on." And MSPR, I didn't jump in before because I saw it go up and then I saw it go back down to like 70, close to 70 cents. So I ignored it. It's 6:37. We just opened, the market just opened, only 7 minutes off. And we know that probably around 6:45 things start to pick up. And I'm sorry for making this trade, this showing you this, but the importance here was to, you took your money right off the high of 747s where I exited, and I didn't go back in. No FOMO. Even if it had gone to 9, maybe I probably wouldn't have jumped in because I was looking for the next pop. That's what we're looking for, a pop. And you're not going to get pops on every single candle. So here I pulled back. I'm no longer hovering the buy bid button, and we're going to get out. And I think it goes lower after this. I think it winds up below 4 before I quit. So MSPR, we were watching that all morning, and over in the zero lag, you'll see me circling there, and I've got a line there, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for that volume to pop up there, and I was looking at there on the 1 minute, and I realized that I didn't have the recording on, so I went to turn the recording on, and when I turned the recording up, it popped up to 88 cents, and I missed that entry. I was going to go in with 2,000 shares right below, so it would have been around 77 cents, right where that orange line is climbing up. That would have been a sweet 11-cent win with 2,000 shares, but I missed it. So that's okay. But at least I got it. I got the next one recorded for you guys. So I'm looking here, and now it's 7:10. Obviously, quite a time has passed since we opened, over 40 minutes. And now I don't know if you can see the market watch list. The SPY has pulled back from 685 to 682. Nvidia is the only one moving up a little bit and staying steady. Even Apple has pulled back. So at this point, I'm thinking, ooh, something's going on. So we're not going to eagerly jump into anything, or we might not see anything pop at 8 a.m. And so far, we've only taken one trade, the one on THAR that made us $11. And our watch lists are, to my view, pretty slim pickings. Because as momentum traders, we're looking for something that's going to pop. We're looking for something that's holding, something that has been building up liquidity and it's pumping, and all of a sudden it just pops. That's what we're looking for. And before you can get that pump, well, you got to let the stock come down if it's been up. And that's one of the most important lessons that we got to learn, and I have to learn, and I'm starting to, was the fact that I was looking to buy the pop at the top. Um, yeah, I switched to NUAI because this one was moving up, but then it sold off. But NUAI has been moving up like $2, $2, $2. It's slowly getting up there. I don't know if that stock might go up higher. That might be a long trade. So it's 7:12 Pacific. I should say Pacific Standard Time because we changed the time now. I got to change that. But I'm still set on here. I'm thinking that this is going to have a little pop. So I'm set to go in with 2,000 shares. And you see there, I'm working on my template. And I'm saying 20 cents, 10 cents down, 20 cents up. But right now, it's not the point. And it drops back down to 70. Actually, that would have been a nice buy, right? You buy 2,000 at 70. And this went up to $1.10. So that would have been a nice win. There you see me switching the watch lists around. I have several watch lists that I cycle through. Most of them are looking for low floats and certain percent move up. I wanted to do a live today, but I just didn't get up in time to get everything set up and ready. So we'll see how the market does tomorrow or later today. See if a live is warranted for tomorrow. I was afraid we weren't going to see anything. I was hoping, looking for a lot more stuff to this morning, and I thought, oh, it's going to be a good day. But if it doesn't pan out, then you guys are just going to see me just watch charts because I'm not going to take any trades. Yeah, okay, everything. The indexes just went red. DGI, Russell, Nasdaq, even the Nasdaq's barely above. Yeah, they're all going red, hovering on green. I still have $1,100 to trade with, so I might jump back on at around 11 o'clock just in case. Some of these guys are wait until the close and then they start buying stuff up. I'm talking about probably the big hedge managers, houses, folks with mucho bucks. So here begins to look exciting. And our trend reversal is still there saying it's going down, but the stock's going up, price is going up. And that cyan line that I drew up there is sort of the top where I think it won't get past it. And where there's a lot of resistance. But I'm playing around with my template and I'm actually changed it. If you see there, I'm going to say I'm going to take a risk on 6 cents down and 20 and set it for 28 cents up. And 28 cents up was a little high. And now I'm sorry that I didn't set it up correctly because I had an opportunity to make more. So I wind up buying at 84 cents. So there's going to be a little pop here where I finally hit the button. Almost 85 cents. And I sold at 86 cents. So it's 2,000 shares, 2 pennies. And it actually was an opportunity for more. So the 28 cents up was way too high. And that's interesting. So on these small stocks, getting 5, 6 cents is all you really need. So I should have set it for 5, 6 cents up, 6 cents down, which would have been a 1-to-1 ratio. But with 2,000 shares, that would have been $60. Since we knew it was going up, right? I mean, that was the whole purpose of taking the trade. I'm taking a trade there not because I think it's going to go down, but I think it's going to go up. And the percentage that I think is going to go up, or the likelihood of it going up, is pretty high. But it's a waiting game. Uh, you got to wait on it and take your shot. This would have been a great entry point as well. 79 cents. But we can't be sure. And the MACDs down below don't have any assurance. I like this bar until it turns red. And we've got 3 red bars in a row. And I'm also watching the 5 minute, and you see that candle, the green bar, there's a big red bar there. And now, here we go. Starts to move up, and this begins to give me the confidence now. And I'm still going to, I think I wait for another candle before I jump in. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just watching it closely, making sure it's not a trap. It's now 7:20, and I'm thinking the West Coast buyers are coming in perhaps. They had an extra hour of sleep. Maybe woke up earlier because they didn't change their clock, and they're jumping in. That might have been it because I didn't see the surge at 8 a.m. Pacific. The MACD still have me questioning it. And on the 5 minute, we got a red candle bar now. Finally turns green here, and I think you finally press the button. There we go. And you'll see that it starts to climb, and I'm almost going to take just the $10. Then I start going down, but then it picks itself up, and there was a possibility they were exiting at 62 cents, at $62. But oh well, I got to go back and look at that again. I guess it hit the almost the 87 cents. So from 84, from 85, 3 cents, 4 cents, yeah, 5 cents. So I think I got to change my template to 6, 7 cents. And if it goes up higher, then just jump in again. But the stock moves up. And surprisingly, I was surprised that it went back up. Look at that. I was just being cautious. So we lost 10 cents right there, about $100. And then it goes up to $1, another 10 cents, another $100. So we were a little premature in exiting, but I was thinking of going back in. But at this point, I said, you know what? My total is now $42 for the day. I'm close to 50. That's uh, that's really good. It's a green day. I'm not going to chance losing 40 to go back down to 11. Um, Opportunities like this will come back up. Maybe we'll have another one tomorrow, or if the market gets better, things will get better. I did see XRP falling below 240. So I'm gonna wait and see how low it goes. It looks like a dip buy. Now it's hit that fuchsia line, and the fuchsia line to me represents very heavy resistance. It's from there up, it's gonna have a hard time. And the only thing keeping it up is the fact that there's nothing else, and folks are buying in, squeezing in, and shorts are probably buying it up as well because they know it's going to fall. And even though my trade is over and I've made my $42 on the day, the reason I'm letting it go is because I want you guys to see what it does. Now, it did pick up even after my video ends. It did pick up again, but the reason you exit one or two bars is you take your money and you go. And then you don't have to worry and sit there with the angst whether it's going to go up or whether it's going to jackknife down. And we've already seen there two very big uh, red bars, and we don't want to be part of that. The volume is starting to slow down. And huge sell volume now coming in. So thank you guys for watching. Hope everybody had a green day, and everybody have a wonderful rest of the day. We got only less than a minute and a half there to go, and you'll see why I don't hold it, because it goes up, and then what goes up must come down. All right, till tomorrow.